Welcome to the virtual classroom, where we are deliberately developing our teaching practices to ensure all students are thriving. Today, we're working on listening to student discussions and then adjusting our directions to increase the quality of student responses and equity in engagement. We will use this graphic of a sound mixer to identify specific levers that teachers adjust when giving directions. Let's first focus on quality student responses. That includes academic language, knowledge, and thinking. Join me as I launch a peer discussion in our virtual classroom. Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Amanisha. I am excited today because we're going to be comparing these two pictures that you have on your tablets. You have a space shuttle, great, and an airplane. Wonderful. I'm seeing those head nods. Now, let's watch an example of my directions, prompting students to use a help resource to support the use of academic language. So we're going to be comparing these using some of the science language that we have been working on. You have around the room, you have your vocab cards. Those are also on your tablet. And you have your fact cards. So we have two options for some scientific language we want to use. Now, before you start comparing and contrasting with your partner, I want to give you some time to really look at the pictures and to prepare your ideas. So first, I want you to take just 10 quiet seconds of looking. What do you notice in both of these pictures? Go ahead and do that now. We will listen to one pair of students. You'll hear student responses a few times. Listen for how their responses improve. Then we will consider how teachers can support that development through our directions.
So Jasmine, yeah, so I guess the answer from what I can tell, like I can see an airplane, and there's a rocket ship too. Um, yeah, so I think like okay, so trying to use the sentence structure that the teacher said, I think like we could say that both the airplane and the spaceship are flying. So they're kind of the same. Um, by comparison, the spaceship and the airplane are both flying as well. So that's kind of, is that different? I'm not really sure. So, okay, so looking at it, it looks like you could say that both of them have a mission. Like both of them are going somewhere, like the airplane going to somewhere on Earth and yeah, so they both have a mission. Okay, so it looks like in the images that basically, okay, so both the rocket ship and the airplane have wings. However, um, the rocket ship uses a booster rocket, but the airplane has turbines and doesn't need to use a booster rocket to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I heard Dev using academic language. However, Jasmine's ideas were not heard. I'm thinking about how I can adjust my directions to ensure equitable engagement. Now, let's focus on equitable participation. That includes roles, rules, turns, and time. Let's return to the virtual classroom. Again, you'll hear one pair of student responses. Listen for their challenges and think about how the teacher changed directions to support students in addressing those challenges.
Well, I'm ready to go, so I can go first, okay? And then you can go second.
Well, no, I just said that I'll go first since you always go first, Steph.
Jeez, okay, fine. You can go first.
Okay, Dev, the teacher said that I'm supposed to go first.
Yeah. Okay, so are you ready?
Well, no, I mean, she said to prepare some ideas, but I didn't have any time. I still need to kind of look at the pictures and maybe jot down some ideas first.
Oh, okay, well, I can come off the top of my head, so I can go first.
Well, no, I want wait for me.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, but the teacher said that the person on the left goes first. So Jasmine, you go first and then I'll go.
Okay, so one similarity is that they both have engines. Okay, that's it. We're just supposed to say our similarity first. So you can go.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. Okay, and for me, I wrote that one, but I also have one similarity is that they're both taking off. Hmm, actually, I guess the vocabulary says that the space shuttle is launching. So I'm gonna change that one to a different from a similar.
Okay, so trying to use the Venn diagram with sentence starters that the teacher introduced. I think okay, let me try to use this correctly. And I think I can do it because we saw the teacher use it right with you, Deb. So, okay, here's what I would say. I would say that in the same way that the airplane um is a heavier than air aircraft, so is the space shuttle. And you can say also that in a different way, um the space shuttle takes off going straight up, whereas um the airplane kind of takes off at an angle. Like I think that's right. Does that sound right, Deb?
Yeah, that sounds really good, Jasmine. Nice work.
Okay, well, I went once and you went once, so I think we're done.
Oh, no, I think the teacher said that we're supposed to each take 2 turns. So if we only did one time, then you're supposed to go again.
Oh, okay. Let me see what else I have in my notes that I didn't say last time. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I have one from the fat carts. Okay, the airplanes take off horizontally, but the space shuttles take off vertically. Okay, that's my second turn. Now you can go.
Okay, Jasmine. So we did our 2 turns. And then the teacher said if we had time left over, we could just talk about the things.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about? Um, Harrison was talking about going to visit the NASA to visit the space shuttle. That sounds like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I did want to do that. And I was also reading that some people are gonna try to like go to space on a private like space shuttle, and I hope that I could get to go.
Well, I think you're probably too young to go.
Well, I don't mean like now. I mean like when I'm older.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty good. Yeah, that sounds. Oh, Dev, the teacher just said that we're going to have somebody share out our ideas.
Okay, well, do you wanna be the share out person?
You mean, you mean the reporter? Um, um, I guess I could be the reporter. Did you write down the ideas?
Yeah, she told one of us to be the recorder, so I just went ahead and I did that. Um, the teacher said that we're supposed to reflect on what we had that was the same and it was different.
Okay. Well, but it's time for us to go to lunch now, so we don't have any time to.
The teacher said that we're supposed to reflect on what our partners share that was similar or different from us.
Okay. Well, how much time do we have?
Um, we have 2 minutes each.
Okay, so something that I noticed that was the same, you talked about how they take off and who flies them, and I said the same thing. I was also thinking about maybe if I wanted to be an astronaut or not. What else were you supposed to reflect on?
Well, she gave us 2 minutes, so I think you're supposed to say things. Oh yeah, things that were the same, not what I said, and something that was also different.
Oh, right. Okay. So, oh yeah. Something different was you had talked about kind of some of the stuff in the background of the picture, and I didn't even notice that water tower in the background and how that connects to the steam to cool off the space shuttle. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Okay, I think that's about the, oh yeah, teacher just says that's 2 minutes. So you go ahead and you can share your reflection.
Now that you're familiar with the sounds of student responses and the teaching levers that promote quality responses and equitable participation, further your teaching practices with Adjust Equity, where you can try out adjusting directions for peer discussion in our virtual classroom prior to working with real students.